Hello everyone and welcome to another video. So the situation in the Middle East have escalated, and when I say it, obviously you are thinking about Israel-Palestine war, or maybe Israel-Iran war, or maybe something of that sort. But what has happened in the past few days is that there has been escalating conflict in Yemen. Yes, Yemen is located south of Saudi Arabia. So Saudi Arabia obviously does not want them to be outside of their influence, because as we know, Saudi Arabia is one of the biggest players in the Middle East. So in Yemen there have been Saudi airstrikes and some people died. I don't know exactly how many people died, but they have struck ammunition depots that were given to the Houthis, or another council that's like running part of Yemen. The entire situation in Yemen is very complicated. The entire country is now run by three separate entities. So it's a pretty bad situation going on there. So UAE is backing one of them, Saudi Arabia is backing another, and Iran is backing the Houthis. So the UAE backed groups were targeted, and UAE has now decided that they will leave uh, Yemen and they will go back to UAE, I guess. But the thing is, the entire situation can escalate in the future. And the biggest problem is that the entire thing is kind of like a proxy war. Like proxy war happens when two countries don't want to get involved in a fight, but they finance different sides of the war. As we know that UAE is funding one side, and Iran is funding another side, and Saudi Arabia is funding another side. And the biggest problem is that all of them are bad. All of them are bad. Saudi Arabia is a tyrannical dictatorship. UAE is a tyrannical dictatorship. Iran is a tyrannical dictatorship. People who in Yemen are under like these military uh, organizations, which are also kind of like a dictatorship. So the entire thing is being done by these dictators and their ruthless military. So no one is good here. Like, you cannot really pick one side to support in this conflict. All of them are bad. All of them are financing terrible, terrible crimes. We know UAE even backed some militant groups in Sudan that have been killing and like even raping, torturing innocent civilians. And no one can really do anything about the entire thing, because UAE is not really a good country. Although like people have this misconception about UAE, they think that UAE is kind of like a peace broker. They want peace in Middle East. That's not entirely true. And UAE and Saudi Arabia, most people think that they are like brothers, right? Like they are the same type of people, they have run the same type of government, their economy runs kind of the similar way, they both ally with USA and things like that. But at the same time, UAE also backs like numerous terrorist organizations. They have backed Hamas, they have backed like many, like I said, that militant group in Sudan that are committing these horrible crimes. So UAE is also not really a good country. I mean, they are considerably smaller than Saudi Arabia, probably like a lot smaller, but they have a lot of influence. UAE also has like a lot of influence in the Middle East, and they want to increase their influence as well. So the entire thing, I don't think will escalate that much, but at the same time they won't really change much as well. Yemen's like civil war will not stop in the upcoming days, because like I said, the entire thing is kind of like a proxy war. So even if the people don't want war to continue, or even if the military dictatorships or like the councils don't really want to continue or want to negotiate, these sides like Iran and UAE and Saudi Arabia, they will provide them weapon and intelligence and all the other things to continue this war, and the wars might continue for like the foreseeable future, which is like really sad, but that is kind of also the reality of the situation currently. So yeah, I hope things don't escalate further. UAE has said that they will pull back their armies from Yemen, and we will not see them anymore, I guess. And hopefully, there won't be more missile strikes or air strikes or these like explosions killing people. And hopefully, things get resolved. But if it doesn't, I will talk about it. If it does, I'll probably not mention it. But yeah, so that's the entire video about Yemen and Saudi Arabia. They are going through a rough time, I guess, uh, and hopefully they find peace. And yeah, that's my opinion. So if you guys like the video, like, comment, and subscribe, and I will see you in the next one. Peace. Bye.